Peptic ulcers can be stubborn and difficult to heal, while diet, medication, and bacterial infections like Helicobacter pylori are often discussed as primary causes. One overlooked but significant factor is anger and emotional stress. If you've been treating your ulcer with medication but still experiencing pain, it might be time to examine your emotional well-being, especially if you struggle with anger. Understanding stomach ulcers. They are open sores that develop on the lining of the stomach or small intestine due to excessive stomach acid or a weakened mucosal barrier. The primary causes include 1. Bacterial infection. Helicobacter pylori H. pylori is the most common cause. 2. Overuse of NSAIDs. Medications like ibuprofen and aspirin can weaken the stomach lining. 3. Excess stomach acid, often due to stress, spicy foods, alcohol, and smoking. However, there is a psychological component that many ignore, and that is anger and chronic emotional stress. Now let us critically look at the psychological component of stomach ulcers, how anger and chronic stress affect healing. While peptic ulcers are primarily associated with bacterial infections, Helicobacter pylori, and the overuse of NSAIDs, nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, growing scientific evidence shows that anger and chronic emotional stress play a significant role in both the development and delayed healing of ulcers. Research in the fields of psychosomatic medicine, gastroenterology, and neurobiology has revealed that emotional factors like anger, anxiety, and stress can disrupt stomach function, impair the immune response, and worsen ulcer symptoms. Below, we will explore the scientific mechanisms behind this connection. 1. The gut-brain axis. So let us look at how emotions affect the stomach. The gut-brain axis is a two-way communication system between the brain and the digestive system. This connection involves the nervous system, hormones, and immune responses. When a person experiences chronic anger or stress, it triggers a series of physiological reactions that can negatively impact ulcer healing. The role of the autonomic nervous system. Anger activates the sympathetic nervous system, increasing the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. The sympathetic nervous system reduces blood flow to the stomach, slowing down healing and weakening the stomach lining. The impact of the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve controls stomach acid secretion and digestion. Chronic stress and anger disrupt vagal function, leading to excessive acid production, which irritates ulcers. A 2017 study published in Psychoneuroendocrinology found that chronic psychological stress increases gastric acid secretion, making the stomach more susceptible to ulcer formation. Research in the American Journal of Gastroenterology suggests that stress-related activation of the sympathetic nervous system delays ulcer healing by reducing blood flow to the stomach lining. The second scientific mechanism is increased stomach acid due to anger and its effects on ulcer healing. Now let's explore how anger increases acid production. Anger and emotional distress cause an overproduction of gastric acid due to ticansicasol levels, which stimulate stomach acid release. Elevated gastrin levels, a hormone that promotes acid secretion. Acid is 1 and B if there's 7. While a certain level of stomach acid is necessary for digestion, excess acid erodes the protective mucosal lining, making it harder for an ulcer to heal. A study in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research 2018 demonstrated that anger and hostility increase acid secretion, which worsens ulcer symptoms and slows recovery. Another study published in Gut 2020 showed that stress-induced acid hypersecretion was linked to delayed ulcer healing in patients with H. pylori infections. The third mechanism is on weakened immune system, explaining why your body can't fight back. Let's look at it. The immune system plays a critical role in fighting H. pylori infections and repairing ulcer damage. However, chronic stress and anger suppress immune function. Anger leads to an increase in inflammatory cytokines, which can worsen gastric inflammation. Chronic stress suppresses T cell function. T cells, or T lymphocytes, are a type of white blood cell that play a crucial role in the immune system, specifically in fighting infections and regulating immune responses. They are produced in the bone marrow but mature in the thymus, which is why they are called T cells. So when these cells are suppressed, it weakens the body's ability to fight bacterial infections like H. pylori. A 2019 study in brain behavior and immunity found that individuals with high levels of chronic anger had lower immune cell activity, making them more prone to infections and delayed wound healing. A review in Current Opinion in Gastroenterology 2021 stated that psychological stress suppresses the immune system, making it difficult for the body to clear H. pylori and heal ulcers. Fourth is poor digestion and nutrient absorption. Hunger disrupts normal digestion, which can lead to nutrient deficiencies that impair the body's ability to repair ulcers. Chronic stress reduces digestive enzyme production, leading to poor breakdown of food. Anger slows stomach emptying, increasing acid exposure to ulcerated areas. A 2022 study in clinical gastroenterology and hepatology found that individuals with chronic stress had reduced absorption of key ulcer-healing nutrients, including zinc, vitamin C, and B vitamins. Poor digestion also leads to bloating, acid reflux, and irritation, further delaying ulcer healing. Lastly, we look at the unhealthy coping mechanisms, discussing how anger leads to poor lifestyle choices. Many people cope with anger and emotional stress in ways that worsen ulcers, such as smoking. Nicotine reduces stomach mucus production, making ulcers worse. Alcohol consumption. Alcohol irritates the stomach lining and increases acid production. Unhealthy diet. Emotional eating of spicy, fatty, or acidic foods can aggravate ulcers. A 2020 study in addiction biology found that chronic stress increases alcohol and nicotine cravings, both of which are known ulcer risk factors. The Journal of Behavioral Medicine 2021 showed that individuals with high stress were more likely to consume unhealthy foods, contributing to poor ulcer recovery, breaking the cycle. Now let us discuss how to heal your ulcer naturally by managing anger. If anger is playing a role in your ulcer, managing your emotions can significantly improve healing. Here's what you can do. 1. Practice relaxation techniques. Anger is a natural emotion, but when left unchecked, it can harm your health, relationships, and overall well-being. One of the best ways to manage anger is through relaxation techniques, which help calm the mind and body, reducing stress and emotional intensity. Okay, let me explain how relaxation helps with anger management. When you're angry, your body enters a fight or flight response, causing increased heart rate, rapid breathing, muscle tension, release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Relaxation techniques reverse these effects by lowering blood pressure, slowing breathing, reducing muscle tension, and bringing mental clarity. Now let's explore some effective relaxation techniques for anger management. 1. Deep breathing exercises. When you're angry, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid. Practicing deep breathing helps you regain control. To do this, use the 4-7-8 breathing technique. This is how you do it. 1. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. 2. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. 3. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. 4. Repeat this 3 to 5 times until you feel calmer. This works because it will slow down heart rate and lowers stress. Increase oxygen supply to the brain and helps you focus on calmness instead of anger. The second relaxation technique is progressive muscle relaxation, PMR. Anger causes muscle tension, which can lead to headaches and body pain. PMR helps release this tension. This is how to do it. 1. Find a quiet space and sit or lie down. 2. Start by tensing a muscle group, example fists, shoulders, legs for 5 seconds. 3. Slowly release the tension and notice the relaxation. 4. Move to the next muscle group and repeat. 5. Continue until your entire body feels relaxed. This works by 1. Helping your body recognize stress signals and relax faster. 2. Improving blood circulation, reducing anger-induced headaches. 3. Promoting a sense of calm in difficult situations. The third relaxation technique is what we call visualization or guided imagery. I will explain how to do this. Instead of focusing on what made you angry, you can mentally transport yourself to a peaceful place. How do you do that? 1. Close your eyes and imagine a peaceful scene, example, a beach, garden, or quiet forest. 2. Picture every detail, the sound of waves, the smell of fresh air, the warmth of the sun. 3. Breathe deeply and let yourself feel calm. 4. Stay in this mental escape for a few minutes before returning to reality. Does this work? Absolutely yes, because it shifts your focus away from anger triggers, engages the brain's relaxation response, and encourages a positive and peaceful mindset. The fourth technique is listening to calming music or sounds. Music has a direct impact on emotions. Slow, soft melodies can soothe the nervous system and reduce anger. How to use music for relaxation. Play instrumental or worship music when you feel angry. Use nature sounds like rain, ocean waves, or birds chirping. Hum or sing a favorite calming hymn. This works by lowering blood pressure and slowing heart rate, distracts the brain from negative emotions. Peptic creates a soothing atmosphere that reduces stress. The last but not the least relaxation technique is meditation and prayer. Meditation and prayer help shift focus from anger to inner peace. How to do it? 1. Find a quiet space. 2. Close your eyes and focus on slow breathing. 3. Repeat a Bible verse, prayer, or positive affirmation. 4. Stay in this state for 5 to 10 minutes. Why it works. 1. Brings mental clarity and emotional balance. 2. Reduces stress hormones. Strengthens spiritual resilience. Practicing relaxation techniques consistently can help you control anger before it escalates. Improve physical and emotional health. Strengthens spiritual and mental resilience. The second method of anger management is improving your sleep quality. Poor sleep increases stress hormones. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of rest per night. Avoiding heavy meals or caffeine before bed. Third anger management method is adopting a healing diet. Eat probiotic, rich foods like yogurt to fight H. pylori. Include anti-inflammatory foods, ginger, turmeric, leafy greens. Avoid acidic foods and excessive caffeine. For a more detailed information on healing diet, watch my video on peptic ulcer warning, 11 shocking symptoms, hidden causes, and natural remedies. The fourth anger management method is seeking counseling or support groups. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps reframe negative thought patterns. Support groups offer emotional outlets to release pent-up anger. The fifth method is strengthening your spiritual and emotional well-being. Engage in prayer, meditation, or journaling. Forgive past hurts to let go of anger as supported by Ephesians 4 verse 31. Healing is holistic. Ulcers are not just a physical condition, they have a psychological component that must be addressed for true healing. Scientific evidence confirms that anger, chronic stress, and emotional turmoil can increase acid production, suppress the immune system, and delay ulcer healing. If your ulcer isn't healing despite medical treatment, take a holistic approach that includes emotional healing, stress management, and lifestyle changes. By addressing anger and stress, you are not only promoting ulcer healing but also improving your overall health and well-being. Thank you for watching. Remember, your health is your first step to living your very best life. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share with someone you care about. And of course, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to grow stronger, healthier, and happier with us. This is from Dr. Promise, promising you the very best of life, one healthy choice at a time. See you in the next video. Stay healthy and God bless.